Sony, do you need a Snickers? You're not yourself when you're hungry. You've been making bonehead decision after bonehead decision in recent times. It seems like every month you do something brand new that makes me realize that you guys have no clue what you're doing. Today, Sony unveiled a new price change for PlayStation Plus across all the tiers. And guess what? I'm not happy about it. You're not happy about it. The gaming community is not happy about it. They are doing a price increase. Every company's doing this, whether it's Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, PlayStation Plus. They all seem to be raising their prices, and it's getting annoying, especially when you have several services that you have subscription packages to. Before you know it, we're going to be spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on all these subscription plans, and in the end, they're really not worth it. Especially PlayStation Plus, when you take a look at it, ever since they revamped it, they kind of been half-assing it a little bit. Yeah, they had the whole back catalog, the classics, the streaming feature that they have, but to be honest, they've been pretty weak with the monthly games that they've been providing for PlayStation Plus. Just take a look at what we have this month. We have the Saints Row reboot, Generation Zero, and then some other game I don't give a crap about. Remember when they used to have bangers on PlayStation Plus? They used to have like the GTAs and games that were actually huge AAA titles. If they're going to increase it by a huge margin, which I believe they increased it over $20, they need to provide some heavy hitters and some bangers. Depending on the tier that you have the PlayStation Plus collection, and you have the PlayStation Plus essential titles and all those downloads that you have access to in the game catalog. But really, what are we paying for at the end of the day that warrants a $20+ increase? The monthly games, which was the highlight back in the day, haven't been worth a damn. These prices go into effect starting next month. So the annual essential plan is going to go from $60 to $80. And that's the cheapest one. The extra plan goes from $100 to $135. We're starting to get a little bit of the wallet feeling some pain here. But get this, the premium plan goes from $120 a year to $160. And again, this goes into effect September 6th. If you're currently subscribed, it won't take effect until your next renewal date. Luckily, I was ahead of the curve, and I have a renewal date about 4 years from now because I stacked up on my PlayStation Plus. But if you make changes like upgrades, downgrades, or even buy additional time, it immediately goes into effect. So you're pretty much screwed. These price hikes are going to affect globally. So it's not just North America that's getting the shaft. You guys over in Europe and Asia, y'all going to be getting the tip, if you know what I mean. Sony says this will allow the company to continue bringing high quality games and value added benefits to the service. My butt. And just because Sony's good, guys, the yearly rate is going to be at a discount if you pay for a yearly annual fee at once. The response to this is overwhelming. There's a lot of people upset about this, asking what the hell is Sony thinking? Because this is a 35% price increase for nothing added. Like, where's the added stuff? If you're going to increase it, give us some incentive. And again, like I said, subscription prices have been going up across the board, but usually it's like 10% increase or less. Never a huge jump. Now, in my opinion, I wouldn't be as upset if it was really only the extra or premium tier that was getting a price increase. But to increase the price on the essential, which is the cheapest one, I don't know about that. It's like, yikes, especially because you're required to purchase it in order to play online. Kind of feels like a scam, and I think this pushback against the whole PlayStation Plus price increase is completely 110% warranted. I'm not going to turn a blind eye to Game Pass. They did do a price increase with that. Game Pass increased its price by about $24 for the 12-month subscription. They also removed their dollar trials. They got rid of Xbox Gold games as well. But to be fair, the one thing that I will defend Xbox on with Game Pass is at least they've embraced the idea of day one releases like Starfield is coming out. PlayStation doesn't even offer that with PlayStation Plus. So what's the incentive? Like, this would actually feel a little bit more of an easier blow if they decided to put day one game releases on PlayStation Plus alongside this price increase. But no, they won't do that. I do feel that this is a little bit of a screw you to the PlayStation fan base. You really sit down and think about it, it's $80 just to have access to multiplayer with the Essential plan. And you're required to pay that in order to play games online. It's almost like playing video games online is slowly starting to become a luxury. But if you think about it, PlayStation's releasing a lot of their first-party games on PC. You don't have to pay for PlayStation Plus to play those same games on the PC. It's almost like PlayStation is cannibalizing itself for some weird, strange reason. And even if you think about it, are the games on the game catalog going to stay in there a lot longer now? Are they going to have a longer duration of being available? Like, what are they trying to make up for here? Like, well, what justifies it? Inflation? Is that the issue? Is it because Sony hasn't been releasing a lot of new games that they're not making as much money as before, so they have to counterbalance it with increasing the PlayStation Plus price? I am glad that I bought multiple 12-month subscriptions about a year or two ago. The foresight, I was like, oof. Now I'm okay for a few years, but my God, who knows how much it's going to cost then? 4 years from now, if it's already $160 for a yearly membership, this tier better not reach $200 plus in 4 years, because I will throw a big bitch fit. If you think about it, even Nintendo Switch Online, for as primitive of a service it is, at least it's worth the value in the money that it has, especially with the N64, NES, Super Nintendo libraries. This is literally not worth the price, especially for some of the trash games that they give you in the catalog and the monthly service. There's just not enough value here, in my opinion. And if I didn't have my membership stacked up, I honestly think I would cancel. Think about it. They announced a price increase while having the crappy Saints Row reboot as a headlining title for their PlayStation Plus offerings. It's almost like they are not self-aware at all. If you go ahead and look all over the internet, there's people just completely upset about this, along me. I had to talk about it because this is nuts. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. I'll see you guys on the next one. This is ridiculous. Real quick, guys, I want to give you an announcement. I have a book out. It's called From High School to Headlocks, an unlikely pro wrestling story. It's an autobiography about me. I wrote it about my 22 years experience in pro wrestling. It's available on Amazon. I'm going to have a Kindle version of it and a paperback version. The paperback version will be coming out soon, but feel free to check out the link in the description and the comments down below to check out the Kindle version. Get your copy today. It'll be a good way to support me and get to hear my journey and my story. It's actually really interesting. I tell a lot of funny stories. I also talk about some heartbreak and mistakes that I've made along the way. And I give stories about former WWE guys that I've wrestled, like Viscera and Marty Jannetty, even Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Jerry Lawler. So guys, check it out. Again, I'm very proud of this. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do read the book, feel free to leave a review on the Amazon page. Thank you so much for the support.